Dehydrated, don't know what to say. Who's sleeping by my side? What did I do last night? Can someone make this headache go away? Yesterday was supposed to be quiet. Being to myself and sit in silence. Until I got a call, my friend showed up at my door. They wanted me to go out for a while. We were dancing in the dark, with a feeling in our hearts. Felt like we had it all. We were dancing in the dark. We were dancing in the dark.
It's so interesting, this process of writing this dissertation has been such a roller coaster. I just finished this, or you can see anyway. So I'm finishing this subchapter on imitation, and one of my arguments in this dissertation is that toddlers use imitation as interaction, that they are not just imitating, but they are actually, through imitation, they are kind of reusing the prior acts of the other children, transforming it and interpreting it, and using it to interact, or to at least communicate their availability to play, their willingness to interact with the other children, and that they're kind of doing like, hey, here I am. I'm like, I want to be with you. I want to be part of this mutual we that they are creating in their peer group. I'm so happy with it. It's the argument, I think, is very strong that this is this is my previous research chapter, literature review chapter. So there is literature that has also been looking at imitation as interaction, and I can see the connection with my research. It's so nice. And it's all the people, it's Harvey Sachs, who is basically the founder of conversation analysis, which is kind of the methods that I'm using. It's Charles Goodwin, who is also kind of the father of examining participation. He and his wife, Marjorie Goodwin, were like these power couple, really, in anthropology, but also their anthropology. He's passed away, unfortunately. She's still alive. They're anthropologists, but a lot of the methods that I'm using are quite anthropological, although my study is sociological. And he is talking about it. And then also William Corsaro, who is kind of has done a lot of research on the peer group in early childhood and kind of showcased the competencies of young children in social interactions. And all of them are talking about imitation as interaction, or at least imitation as communication. I don't know if I can go as far as saying that they are interacting through imitation, because in my cases, the other children are not necessarily always responding to their imitation. And obviously, if there is an interaction needs to be two ways. I mean, you can communicate something to someone and they may not listen to you, but you are still communicating, but you're not interacting, right? You're not interacting unless the other person responds to you, because, So it's at least the first step in an interaction. Some of my examples, there is an interaction. They are responding to each other's imitations, but sometimes there is the other children are just not like, they don't even notice you. So, it's they're obviously my participants are 2-year-olds. They're very young and they are very competent and capable, but still they're also still learning and kind of finding their footing in the peer group. Yeah, so this is a very good feeling. I have to make another paragraph. I have another paragraph to write in this chapter, so that to kind of connect their discussion, because none of them obviously did research with toddlers. So I need to connect their discussion with research done with toddlers, which I know I can do that. I just have to write it. It's just a good feeling. I actually have a really good feeling about this dissertation. I mean, this is the final draft. This is like, I call it the final draft because it's a complete semi-final draft. It's a semi-final draft. It's a complete draft of everything. But I do expect that I need to add things in there, both from after my committee reads through it, but also after the opponents read through it. So it's not like a finished. I think I've said this probably many times already, but I think it's a strong, I'm just feeling very confident right now. I'm sure in 3 hours I will be crying because I will be thinking that it's crap. It's a roller coaster, people. It's a roller coaster ride. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna continue.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down.
So it's Saturday morning. No, morning is it's evening. It's evening. I know the sun is like, it is evening. Let me show you. See? 2026 means it's 8:26 p.m. But still, there is like so much sunshine outside. And Emma is loving it. I had to like put them like, because the sun was like straight in my eyes. It's so nice. I love it so much. There's nothing as lovely as an Icelandic spring and summer in regards to that. It's still very cold. The walk that I took today was wonderful. But I've had such a productive day. I actually just like sat down just around 8 p.m. again. So I did manage to finish all of chapter 4, which is my previous research or literature review. Did all of those things yesterday and earlier today. Then I went through chapter 5 and chapter 6, which chapter 5 is my methodology, chapter 6 is my findings, or like a summary of the findings, because obviously the findings are in my articles, or integration of findings. And so now I am in chapter 7, which is my discussion chapter. I have three things to do. Go through all the easy comments first and just get rid of them. I need to add, like, where I'm talking about the findings, I need to make sure that I'm connecting them properly with the lit review chapter, like, so that I'm showing how my findings are in relation to previous studies, something like that. And then I need to do a conclusion. I haven't decided yet if the conclusion is going to be in a separate chapter or just like a sub-chapter in the discussion. There seems to be very varied ways that people do that. I suppose it depends on how long it's going to be. But that's really good. I think I can go through most of the easy comments. Well, I can go through all of the easy comments tonight. There are some more tricky comments as well that I need to go through. And then, yeah, so I have, and obviously I have tomorrow as well. So, yeah, I have 24 hours plus to do this, and it's so doable. I actually am very happy that I'm not like scrambling the finish line. And I mean, this type of working like every single day, every evening for weeks is not something that I would ever recommend or ever say is normal, even in academia. But for me, it has happened because I'm working so much alongside my PhD that it just, because I decided to try to finish the PhD by this year, it meant that I needed to meet this deadline on Monday in order for that to happen. They need 6 months apparently before you hand in the semi-final draft of your dissertation until they can have the defense. There's bureaucracy of getting the opponents and making sure everything is, the quality is there, basically. So that's why I'm scrambling, because otherwise, like, there's nothing. I just wanted to be done. But I could easily have finished in March or April of next year. Like, it would have the repercussions would have been minimal, if any. But because I decided to do this, that's why I've been working 7 days a week for the last few weeks. Except, I did take, I've taken some days off for sure, but for the most part, I feel like since January, I've been just working and working and working. Because also, even when I've been taking days off, I've also been thinking about it. So it's like, oh, but, it's coming along perfectly fine. And I'm very happy, like I said, that I'm not scrambling. And so today, when I finished the chapters, like I finished the lit review chapter, I took a very nice and long lunch break, and then I went and I worked again for 2 hours, and then I took a long walk and snuggle on the couch with Emma watching YouTube. So I haven't been sitting here all day or standing or sitting, whatever. So I'm very happy that that's not the case. That would have been so, because I also want to be able to enjoy the fact that I'm actually finishing this PhD, because there were at least 2 occasions when I even sent an email telling them that I was quitting. I almost quit my PhD twice. So this is such a huge victory. It's a victory for me to finish. So I'm also trying to remember that, trying to enjoy and having like savor the moment a little bit and not just be stressed. But yeah, but I'm really excited about the fact that this is happening. But I'm gonna try to work. So it's 8:30 now. I think I'm gonna work no longer than 10. I'm just gonna go through maybe a few of these comments, and I might even work only until 9 and then just have a really early night and kind of just hit the ground running in the morning and finish off strong. I woke up with an idea. I dreamt my dissertation, And my brain worked out a problem in my dream. So I had to wake up and just sit down at my desk. I do have coffee because I have to just write down this idea before I forget it.
Hey, darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey, darling, I love it when it's me and you, on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey, darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Yeah, we only get one life, I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand.
Okay, people, the final push. It's almost 11 o'clock. I am going to be hosting a study session with Accepted for the next 2.5 hours. And by the end of that 2.5 hours, I'm going to be done with the discussion and conclusion chapter. And there are a couple of things that I know that I wanna tweak in other chapters, and I may not get to that in these 2.5 hours, and then I will just get to them later today. But I need to cut myself off because I could work on this chapter for ever. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. The next 2.5 hours, it's gonna be done, and then then it's gonna be done. Well, I'm going to then have time. I'm gonna probably take a little bit of a break. I'm gonna join the planning session that Ash hosts at Accepted, which is I find very helpful because next week is not gonna be just me laying on the couch sleeping, even though I would love that and definitely need that. I still have work to do. I still have teaching work to do, and I still have some finalizing of the dissertation work to do in my bibliography. And So I need to plan the week. And then I think I will get back to the dissertation and read through the entire thing. And then I'm just going to submit it. Because I could, like I said, I could work on it until 11:23:29 tomorrow, just before noon, before I send it. Because that's just how I am. But like a good finished dissertation is a good dissertation. It's not going to get any better until I get some feedback, because I can't see any, I can barely see any longer what I need to fix. So I got myself all dolled up. I put on makeup, did my hair a little bit, although it's, it always looks the same. And I decided that I don't want to finish this dissertation looking as tired as I feel. So made a little bit of an effort. I put on my I'm not stopping until I'm PhD done sweatshirt. Because I'm not stopping until I'm PhD done, people. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to start the session and I will talk to you in 2.5 hours and let you know how it went. I finished. I finished. I'm gonna read through the entire thing once with a glass of white wine, and then I'm sending it to my committee. Oh my God. It's done. I've sent it off to my main supervisor, who's going to be the first one to read it. Then she's gonna send it off. It's gonna do the rounds in my committee before it comes back to me in about 10 days. Okay, I cannot, it's empty. That's not how we roll here, people. When we finish a final draft of a PhD dissertation, an empty wine glass is not the thing. I am such a henhead that after one glass, I'm already feeling a buzz. I'm gonna be drunk here by myself in my room, in my apartment. It's crazy. The minute that I finished, I was in a session with Accepted, and I started to cry. I finished it I had basically told myself that by 1:30 I was gonna be done with the final chapter, and then I would only need to read through the thing and maybe obviously you always see something that you wanna whatever. And I finished 2 minutes before 1:30. And then I wrote it in the text in the chat on Zoom, and I'm done, and I started to cry. I called my sister, talked to my sister and my niece, and I was just crying. Happy tears, people, happy tears. The relief. I've gathered myself quite well. I've gathered myself and I'm getting drunk, so I can talk about it. But there were so many times that I didn't think I would finish. There were 2 times when I sent an email telling them that I was quitting. And I just have the most fantastic supervisory committee that they just grabbed me and carried me through. Like it's, oh my God, they are just such, not only just these brilliant academics and researchers and scholars, but just the kindest people as well. So I have so much gratitude towards them for getting me through to this place. Now, obviously, I'm not done. I'm calling this my semi-final draft because I'm not done. But I have a full, it looks like a dissertation. Like I have a full document that looks like a PhD dissertation. I know that I'm just barely over the minimal word count. So I know that, either it just means that I'm just concise and precise in my wording, or there is something missing, right? So I'm not gonna be surprised if there is some like developmental things I need to add to this dissertation. I still think I can do that within the time frame so that I can still finish in November. And also when it goes to the opponents in around mid-June, they will probably also have a lot of suggestions and comments and like things I need to fix. So obviously it's not going to be done. It's not going to be done until I hand it in like on the, I don't know, 10th of November or something. So, but it's just the relief that I have this document now that is over the minimal word count, which is 50,000 words. So it's over 50,000 words. I have like the range from 50,000 to 100,000 words. Such a huge range. It's very strange, but it's what it is. And I'm over the minimum, which means that it's, over the minimum. So that's all I can hope for, really. But yes, so, oh my God, I can't believe it. It's just the best feeling ever. I have to show you. I went and I bought, not only did I get white wine to celebrate, I also got myself a bouquet of flowers. I'm not quite, are these tulips? They are not, they need to like bloom, obviously, but open. But yeah, so I'm gonna have absolutely beautiful bouquet of flowers over the next week to help me celebrate and make me feel super happy because they are so beautiful. It's sunshine outside. It's just such a good day, people. It's such a good day. Anyway, I'm not done, like I said. So the next step, basically in the next couple of weeks, what I'm gonna do is I need to go through my list of references. I use Zotero, which is an excellent reference managing software, and I 100% recommend. But there's always a danger that there is gonna be some mistakes. And I have this book now. I use I think I already said this, the American Psychological Association 7th edition. And that's the reference system that we use usually in educational sciences. So I'm gonna go through all of them. I haven't counted them, but the list of references is 4,679 words. So there are a lot of references. There are a lot of references. So so then in the next week I'm gonna go through that entire list. Just make sure that every comma, every full stop, everything is in the right place. So that one is gonna be perfect. And that's basically what I'm gonna be doing. And of course, I still have teaching work to do. I still have grading. I have about just under 2 weeks to finish. I have about 10 days to finish. Basically the time when I receive the feedback from my thesis, my dissertation, is the time when I have to have finished all the grading. So excellent timing. So I'm definitely not going to be spending next week on the couch, but I'm not going to be working in the evenings. I can have a normal 9 to 5 and just hopefully have some time to spend outside in the sunshine and just enjoy spring. I'm going to go to my hometown for a visit. I have my 30th high school reunion. High school, like within the Icelandic context. So the first time that I ever like attend any type of a class reunion, but I decided to go ahead and attend this one. So that's going to be fun. And yeah, the next 2 weeks are going to be fun. But then is this going to be back to the grind, the coal mines of doing, like going through all the comments from my supervisory committee and formatting the thesis as well before it's ready to be sent off to copy editing. Oh, people, this is such a good thing. I could talk about this all day, so I think I'm gonna stop now because this video is gonna be like an hour long, but I don't care because I finished. Cheers! Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.